Hi, it's Tara Green here. Got some cards here for you today. It's already the 8th, and I thought I would do a little bit of a preview from the 8th to the 12th, so a Wednesday, kind of hump day to Sunday here. So Mars square Jupiter, Mars and Scorpio in its own sign. So Mars is very strong. Excuse me, Mars is very strong in its own sign. So we've been feeling things much more intensely. You know, that's been going on for a while. Well, Mars has been in Scorpio, squaring Jupiter in Aquarius, so Mars is moving up to its latter degrees. Squaring Jupiter in Aquarius gives us a chance to kind of get some lofty distance, kind of be a bit detached, okay? But I thought I'd do some cards for this day because I already did another video about the energy. So let's just pick 4 cards here. Okay, so the card for today under the Aquarius moon is this card from the Beautiful Muse Tarot, called the Four of Inspiration. So in this deck, it's one of my favorite cards actually. I have a beautiful, beautiful deck. Inspirations in this deck is fire. So you can see there's these 4 women representing the 4 elements, which is fire, earth, air, water, in the order of the elements in astrology. And they're sitting together creating a sacred foundation. You know, 4 is always about power. It's always about the foundation, and we always have to work with the 4 elements. So you can always check in with yourself, with your body, with your spirit, with your energy. Fire is energy first, and then earth would be the body. Physically, how do I feel? Air is the mind, and it's your breath, and then water is your emotions, which in that order comes at the end. And then it starts all over again. So think about the 4 things that inspire you, okay? That might be a good little job to do, a little task. What are the 4 things that inspire me in each element every day? Okay, and do that. Okay, all right. Excuse me, my voice is a bit hoarse here. Okay, let's move on to the 9th then. So on the 9th, I've got the aspects up here. I know they're a bit small. So on the 9th, the moon's still in Aquarius. It conjuncts Jupiter. Whatever Jupiter touches expands. That's in the middle of the night. So in your dreams, you may be traveling to some far off, distant star systems. And I've been really feeling connected to the star systems, the constellations, especially since the Sagittarius eclipse. So the moon squares Mars and Scorpio. Again, this Scorpio energy with the fixed energy of the moon, of course. So again, at night could be very sexual dreams, could be very powerful dreams, deep shadow dreams. The moon turns void, of course, at 5 a.m. This is Eastern Standard Time, and then the moon enters Pisces, the last sign, at 9:53 a.m. on the Thursday. So really very quiet, relatively quiet day on the 9th, because I think we need to focus on the big buildup of the Venus-Pluto first conjunction on the 11th. So as the moon enters Pisces, and it will be in Pisces when the Venus-Pluto conjunction happens, I will do an astrology workshop about that, or a video anyway. So the moon in Pisces connects to Uranus by sextile, easy aspect on the 10th, early in the morning. So again, this is kind of like radical inventiveness. Your body might feel quite different. I sense is a body upgrade. So focus on visualizing your body changing and flushing your cells and cleansing. It's really important to do that all the time. And then the moon squares the sun. Okay, so again, we're a week away from another major cycle with the moon. And the card of the moon comes up, of course. Okay, the number 18, the moon. This is related to Pisces, so here's the synchronicity. Now this is traditionally the dark side of the moon, and really the dark side of the moon in the tarot is really what we're going through collectively right now. And I'm going to do another video about that because something became really clear about this. But this is a beautiful kind of red moon, blood moon, strawberry pink super moon here in this deck. So listen to the moon, listen to your feelings, listen to your dreams, especially while the moon is in Pisces, because that's always the most intense dreaming moon of the month. I hope that came through. It kind of came off on my screen. Okay, so while the moon's in Pisces, which it will be until late on the 11th, yeah, really listen to your intuition and tune. Now you can see on the 11th a lot of busy things going on there with the moon, and especially this Venus-Pluto conjunction. So this is a very important deal. Venus conjunct Pluto is going to rock the financial sectors. Okay, there could be some big black swan event financially, or a big market crash. Again, it happens on the 11th, and then on the 19th as Venus goes retrograde, and then they meet up again with Venus retro on the 25th. So the card here, the 2 of Inspirations, and again, Inspirations is fire. So you have to look at things through 2 ways. Okay, this person is kind of like in the border. They can look in either direction. So I think that's very important to be mindful of the directions going on. Mercury also sextiles Jupiter, Mercury, and Sag, so try to stay upbeat and optimistic, even though Venus conjunct Pluto is heavy. Venus in Capricorn is very businesslike. She's all about the deal. She's dry. She wants power. And so there could be big power struggles, very literally, with women and the plutocracy. And again, I think that Roe versus Wade, and just value struggles, the people, against the collective, the plutocracy. So here you get the card of the world here, the number 21. So the number 21 card in the tarot, this is the end of the whole journey that the soul takes from the beginning of incarnating as the zero, the innocent fool, right through those 21 stages. And so this is Saturn's card. This is where you come back down to earth. This is where you have to be realistic. It's all about being in the body. Okay, I just saw that Lori Ladd talking about the whole point about being here is to be embodied, to be in the body. There's no ascension, there's no going out, or the ascension happens through the body, but it's not about escaping from the body or the beauty of the physical world. So the more we get in touch with Mother Earth and the nature, that's how we're really going to save our environment. First and foremost, it's always our spiritual connection with our own bodies and with the world and with the divine feminine. So the world cosmos, it's called here, so seeing yourself as being totally inseparable from the world. You have a responsibility in the world. That's Saturn, and Saturn will hold you to it. Okay, so what is your world all about? What are you focusing on? Okay, and then on the 12th, the Sun squares Neptune and Pisces. So even though the Moon enters Aries at 4:46 p.m. on the 11th, so the energy shifts. We're ending a cycle with the Moon trine Mars. I'm going back to the 11th at 2:40 p.m. Very intense sexual energy, power struggles, obsessiveness, and then the Moon is void, of course, just for a couple hours, and the Moon enters Aries 4:46 p.m. on the 11th, and then the Sun squares Neptune again in PST and on the 12th in EST. And so as the Moon is in Aries, it's a brand new beginning, brand new fired up energy. And then we get the card of the Fool here, of course, to go along with the energy of Aries, because it is always the zero is the divine Fool stepping into the moment. So you have to stay very present in the moment. The Fool is the symbol of enlightenment. Again, realize that you are never separate from spirit. And interesting, this ladder here is just like a beautiful, powerful visualization. I just got that ladder. So walking from one world into the other, there's really no difference. The Fool remembers where they came from, remembers the infinite round of all life, all cycles. Doesn't worry about what anybody else thinks, isn't worried about being a fool. So staying very present in the moment is the way to navigate this. And as the Sun squares Neptune, the squares are tensions. Also, I would want to remind you to go out and look at, I saw it a little bit tonight, the Moon is specifically lined up in a beautiful, like a string of pearls with Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn, and the Moon, very beautiful. As Venus is getting closer to Pluto, you can see it in the sky. And so wherever you see Venus, you can visualize that Pluto is behind her. Now, he always does wear an invisibility cloak or an invisibility helmet. So wherever Venus is at the moment, Pluto is right behind her. So a reiteration of the myth of Persephone going into the underworld to be with Hades or Pluto at this point. Okay, so there you go. I want to just, if you want to look at the cards there they are. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm at taratarot.com. Please follow me on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress.com. Sign up and follow me here on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing another full moon magic astrology workshop on the 18th, coinciding with that Venus-Pluto conjunction, as well as Venus goes direct and also as goes retrograde, and Chiron moves direct. So I'm going to put up the information about that shortly. Again, infinitynow.wordpress. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. Sending you many, many blessings.